What's up, guys? It is your boy. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I wanted to do a little bit of a cool video this morning. A little bit different maybe, but talking about the differences between the Road to Glories and like last year's and this year's, and just giving you guys like that look into it and talking about maybe some goals and just things like that down the line. If you enjoyed the video today, a thumbs up is really, really, really appreciated, guys. This is a different type. I don't know, like, it's not a really different type of video. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just kind of a random, a random thing. So we're going to go for it. Now, just so you guys know, the date is November 21st. So we are nearing Black Friday. So it's a good time, I think, to talk about it and what's going on and all that. So, yeah. So, I mean, currently, guys, my club sits on a record of 498, 12, and 55. And then we are also in the top 100 for the transfer profit within foot. We've also, this year, we've registered for basically a qualifier. So we're going to be playing in a qualifier on December 14th, which I will probably live stream. I'm going to do it, hopefully. I want to play in it. It'll be fun to see how we do. And then we're at 36.8 for the transfer profit. And in terms of coins, I would say we're probably somewhere between 18 and 20 million would be my guess. We've got a lot of stuff on the transfer list to sell. And then we've got this team right here. This is what my team looks like. At the moment. So we've got Mbappe, we've got Conte, we've got Neymar, we've got Allen, we've got Dembele, we've got Messi. We've got a lot of these. We've got a lot of big time players here, man. Telles, Militao, Varane. And then so far throughout this year, my favorite players in this game have been Neymar, Messi, and Allen. Really like Telles and Militao too. We've probably had over 300 games with Neymar so far. So he's been killing it. So this is like what our team looks like. It's a very, very good team. I'm very happy to have this team. I think it's about 7-8 mil at the moment. Maybe it could be even a little bit more. We've done a lot this year, guys. Like, compared to last year, I've definitely done a lot more on the broad spectrum of things. And I think for me, compared to last year's Road to Glory, we've been really good at, like, just kind of like spreading out information more to you guys and making everything more accessible. Whereas last year was kind of like you guys just following the account. I think this year it's more of like you guys learning a little bit more. And that's been my goal. But at this point in time, I have played about a lot more games than at this time last year, which is something that's interesting. And then also the thing is, like, I didn't even play foot draft last year. This year I've already played 59 drafts. I've won 40. My record is 219. So I've played many more drafts this year than I played last year, which is just something I guess that's like interesting. I guess for me, I'm really liking that. I guess we have a lot of these promo cards, and I'm trying to try them out, which is cool. So I mean, that's just something that is definitely a difference from last year, is that I'm just playing a lot more drafts, which is cool. And then in terms of the untradeable club, guys, here's where we stand. Like, at this point in time, we've had way better red pack luck than most of last year already. We've got Red Griezmann already in the club, who I'm not the biggest fan of, but he's a good card to have. So that's a cool card. We've got Red Navas. We've done an SBC Paulinho, who I've just done. I'm going to use him in this weekend league. We did 1 Foot Champions upgrade. We've got Red Navas. So I got to get rewards next week to get another one. And then we've got Red Di Maria here, who I haven't really used much. Red Fabinho, who I used a few games off the bench. He's not very good. He was a lot better in last year's game. Not really that good this year. We've got Jamie Vardy as SBC, who is solid, man. He doesn't do much other than just kind of run straight lines. But, he's a guy that can get in behind. He can definitely score some goals. So for me, like, I thought that this card is pretty good. So I completed him. He's also 30K, so he was really good value. We've also got Donnarumma to go in here, which is something that is cool. We've got Otamendi, Corona, Van der Beek, Osimhen, I think it's Osimhen. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but this guy was really cheap as well, man. This guy literally cost nothing. I haven't played a game with him, but he is in the club as well. He's in the untradeable club. We've got Chong SBC, who was like 20 or 30K. Not really using him, but a cool SBC. These guys are getting ready to go into the upgrade. 2 busts on the ones to watches. These guys haven't done anything. Promise actually has done a lot. He has just received the classic shaft from EA. He, in my opinion, is actually my favorite super sub. He's so good, but I don't know how he hasn't gotten in for me yet. He's gotten hat tricks. He's gotten some crazy things. And then, yeah, I mean, that's literally my club right now. That's my untradeable club. I don't have much in the untradables. I've been really good about staying liquid and focusing on a lot of these just like the players that are tradable and keeping that. Something that's been really interesting for me this year, like as a trader and like just a menu person, is like these inform investments have been awful. Like, they haven't done anything. I bought Nkulu at 13.5. He's literally 14.5, 15K. So he didn't go up at all out of packs, which is just like something that I find really interesting about how it's so different, right? And like for me, that is something that is really, really impressive to see. Like, it is really, really different, than last year. So something cool to look at, and we're going to also hop on FIFA 19 so we can talk about that Road to Glory. Not saying like there's nothing else to talk about here, but it is what it is, right? We're still chasing a top 100 finish in the weekend league. What I will say is that I'm playing a lot better in this game than I already did last year of the whole last year. I mean, we did get a 30-0 last year. I think we got 3 top 100s last year in weekend league, but we've already gotten a 29-1. We've got a bunch of 28s, so that's been really good. So something cool here is like this is 3 days ahead of this time. This was my club last year, guys. So we had 10 million coins, and then we were flipping all these icons here. And I think, like, we had... I don't know how many coins I had, but, like, you know, looking at the transfer list, because I think I went through it a little bit in this video. You know, like, looking at the transfers, I mean, these were all flips that I was making on the day of Black Friday. Really interesting to see Balak's price, you know, as a new icon be so much higher than his price this year. We've also got like Felipe Anderson in there, so that's kind of cool. We've got Anderson Talisca, who was like 45K, crazy price at that time. And like, yeah, I mean, like I stocked high rated at this time. So I think around like Black Friday time, I think I had like my guess is that I had like 15 to 16 to 17 mil. But what's really interesting if you guys look into it and think about it, like last year, guys, I actually had 40 mil transfer profit at the weekend of Black Friday. Whereas this year I have 36 and I have more coins. And it was because last year I was trading with really top tier icons, so the tax is a lot. Whereas this year I've been trading with lower tier icons and a lot less meta players. And I think like that's been something that I was really focusing on this year. If you guys have been watching my channel and my content, something I have said from the beginning is that I'm really focusing this year, guys, on just making coins, man. Like my goal this year was to just make coins. Like that's right now I want to make coins. I don't have anything to prove. And I want to share the experience with you guys of making coins. I want you guys to try to, you know, participate in that with me and, like, just have a deeper understanding of everything I do. Now, this was a series that I ran last year around this time because there actually was a little bit of a pre-crash. This year, we don't really have much. A few weeks ago, we had a little bit of a pre-crash. EA hasn't really instilled any panic, you know, really on anything at this point to make any kind of crash, which is kind of like interesting to examine the differences between last year's Black Friday. And I want to do these Road to Glory updates around these times to kind of compare how we did last year at that time of the year compared to this year. And I would say this year, you guys can see it. I mean, right there in the beginning of the video, look at my record around Black Friday, 116, 14, and 74. So my record, literally, guys, I had played 200 games of FIFA 19 at that time, hardly played much at all. Whereas this year, we literally have less losses. We have 20 less losses than last year at this time, and we've got about 400 more wins, which is just crazy. So in terms of like the record, this year we're killing it in the gameplay, and we're doing about the same, if not better, trading-wise, which is really interesting to show you guys that I think I've really honed the concepts of like market now, whereas I had it last year, but like I think I was all over the place, and I think I know now what works and what doesn't because I've put in way less time trading this year, and I'm ahead of last year 3 days, I guess 3 days back, which is like really something that I think is interesting to examine. Now, last year, I hate this game a lot. I don't like FIFA 19. But last year, I don't know if it's going to let me log into Foot, but this is like where we ended up last year. Whoa, what is all this? So like last year, guys, at the end of the year, this is where we finished. So we finished on a record with 1,324 wins, 50 draws, and 447 losses. So that's where we finished last year's game. I don't even remember like all this stuff in my transfer list, but it's probably just a bunch of random stuff. I don't remember any of this stuff. Obviously now it's actually like all extinct, which is crazy because nobody plays this game. So everything on the market is really extinct. That's kind of all a little bit crazy to see. We've got a team of the season Sancho on the transfer list who's actually like 940K. It's funny because people tell me that people still play this game, which I just find really funny. Like there's no, I could never play this game again. I know that, I know that the game that we play right now has some server problems, and like, you know, the drop back is still in full force, but this game for me was something else, man. Like I can't, this game I hate with a passion. But you know, it's interesting to look at my end game team and kind of like how it turned out at the end of the year compared to where we were. And little did we know, I mean, wow, we have a Hullet here. We bought at 8.55 mil. I ended up playing 546 games with this Moments Hullet. I just bought it for my end game team. And it gets me really excited for Moments cards in the upcoming year, man. I think I'm like super duper excited for just Moments cards, man. That's something that like I cannot wait to get my hands on Moments cards in FIFA 20 because I really think that there's going to be the thing about FIFA 20, guys, for me that is really cool is that we're going to be getting Moments cards, guys, that never have had Moments cards. We're going to get Nedved, we're going to get Ferdinand, players like that, Balak, right? Top tier players. This is obviously my favorite card of this game. And it's actually like probably my favorite card in FIFA 20. So I'm praying to God that Neymar gets some type of special card in FIFA 20 that can get him better, because this guy was just such a freaking GOAT, man. I don't even know how to explain it, but I think it would be really interesting for me to, after playing FIFA 20 so many games, you know, in the beginning of the year right now, we've played a ton of games. I think it would be really interesting to go back and like play FIFA 19. Because I think that the game is so different in terms of this game. You're always so focused on those first time shots. And I just think it's so like, that's such an interesting concept how the whole year we played like that. Alex Tellez, you know, what's really funny for me is that right now in my team, I have the same team. If you think about it, I've got Mbappe, I've got Conte, I've got Messi, I've got Neymar, I've got Tellez and Militao. I really want to get Ferdinand. So it's funny how like my team is really similar to the team that I had, you know, at the end of the year this year. And it's funny that Van der Sar is really not that good in this year, man, in this upcoming year. So that's an interesting. It shows you the big relevance on the first time shots. Sterling is not, I don't think, as good as he was in this game. I haven't even tried Mateus, so that'll be something we try to, you know, we go for. I think the biggest thing that I would say, you know, I definitely miss in this, if there's one thing I miss about FIFA 19 and FIFA 20, it's the icon SBCs. I think they messed up, man, the swaps, because you guys can see here that I had untradeable Mateus, untradeable Cruyff, and I had an untradeable Ballack that I had done, I think it was actually Black Friday weekend that I had completed him. And like, dude, we used this card for 1,217 games of FIFA 19 of torture. So it's really crazy if you think about how long some cards in FIFA 19 really lasted me, the cycle, and how it's different that we don't have those cards this year. And if you actually look at my FIFA 19 club, you know, as a whole, beyond just this team, you know, I think something to really, did that Sancho just sell? Okay, I was going to laugh. I think something really interesting to look at is like the Reds, because the Reds, you know, last year I had really bad Reds too. I got Salah in the last week of the game as a Red. So it was my last week I got Salah as a Red. And then, you know, other than that, we had the Sterling in the first week of Team of the Season. And throughout Team of the Season, we just didn't really get good Reds. I mean, Arnold and Sterling were in the same week. And that was about it, man. I think as well, looking back at the club, like, it does get me really excited for Footmas SBCs. I think Footmas is something I'm really excited for, because last year, if you look at my club, I actually had KDB playing 650 games. This guy was in my 30-0 team. He's a freaking legend forever for that. So this guy was in my 30-0 team. And then we also had a Footmas Firmino, I think somewhere deep into this club that you guys will see that he was also in my 30-0 team. And these two guys, I mean, for me, always will make me think now at Footmas time, hey, I should get this card if I want it. Because, I mean, yeah, I mean, guys, Footmas is a way to get cards in your club from the stretch of Footmas to Team of the Year, and I think it is relevant. These are all actually from the, I think these are from, like, I burnt a lot of my coins at the end of the year. What I remember is that I burnt a lot of my coins at the end of the year doing, I want to show you guys Firmino, but I did a lot of the Icon SBCs at the end of the year. I think I actually did hit Vieira, which is crazy. I think I did hit 88 Vieira at the end of the year, but I just don't think, like, I just didn't even care, because I did like 100 of these, and, you know, they were like so many coins a pop. I did 100 of them, and I think I already had Prime Vieira, or I don't even use Vieira. I don't know what the excuse was, but yeah, I mean, this was Bobby Firmino. This was the card that I was just talking to you guys about. 445 games played, 118 goals, 141 assists. Just an absolute legend. I mean, to be honest with you guys, such a good player. So, you know, it's actually such a similar card to Screen Firmino, which is something that's interesting. And then it'll be interesting to see if EA does something similar with the Icon SBC, if they do a repeatable Icon SBC, because I think there's a value on a repeatable Icon SBC because we don't have Icon SBCs in FIFA 20. You know, I think there's a certain value with that, because if you know there's not going to be any Icon SBCs for the year and you would look to try to take your odds at getting an untradeable icon, like, it may not be that bad of a value if you think about it. If EA price it properly where it's not that expensive, it's like maybe 250, 200 for a chance at any icon, I genuinely may do like 8 of them. I may invest 2 million coins into them, because if there's no Icon SBCs in FIFA 20, it does potentially, you know, give you a shot at the odds of getting something potentially decent. I mean, We finished the club, I mean, this year, and you guys can see it's a lot of moments cards. Now, also with those packs, you're going to get a lot of bad icons. As you guys can see here, we have a lot of just average icons. If you look at these icons, guys, for July or August or September, the last month of the game, I mean, these are just players that you don't want to pack if you've played the whole game cycle. It's not a player that you really care about, you know, at all. And I think another cool thing to look at here, what did I finish on transfer profit? 304 mil. And I think I peaked at 315. I think I actually dropped a bit because I was like doing something. I can't remember exactly. I don't think we'll finish at 300 again, but we'll see. I don't really know. I don't think we'll finish that high this year. I've been a lot more focused on just general content. And for me, trading was something that I really invested into in FIFA 19. I'm invested in FIFA 20, but it's not the same like crazy constant flipping and stressfulness that I was putting on myself. And I think another thing to kind of look at with the FIFA 19 club, we have rewards. What the hell is this? I think another thing, what? Let's take the ultimate packs untradeable. We have rank 1, division 1. I think something else to, we'll open those packs. Something else to consider. I want to see my draft record from last year to see. I've already played 219. Can I look at my record here? We got to pick a manager. I think something to, let's see. I just want to see if it could show my record. Wow. Is that online drafts? Really? So last year, I played 10 drafts, and I went 25-5. I literally didn't play foot draft last year, which is crazy. I did not play foot draft, but it shows you guys that I only traded in the week. I didn't even play games in the week. This year, I actually have a craving to play games in the week. I think I just couldn't even stand the gameplay last year at all. So I was just playing weekend league, and that was it. Not saying the gameplay is that much better this year, but that just shows you, man, that's pretty crazy that I literally didn't even play. So, yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised by that. I can't believe I didn't even play last year, any foot draft at all. I guess somehow we have, like, rivals rewards, but, yeah, man, I guess the goals this year, guys, like, my goals in terms of, like, FIFA 20 and, like, how to end the year. Yes, of course, we want to get top 100 weekend league finishes. I guess another thing is that I really want you guys to succeed and have a good year with me. That's really I know it sounds cheesy, but it is true, man. I want that to be a big point of focus for us, man. And like, I think that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And I look forward to hopping on every day and trying to make everybody happy and make people coins. I guess like my biggest thing is that at the end of the year, I'm really hoping that we can just genuinely have enough coins to do whatever the hell that we want to do. That's like my hope, is that we have the coins and the resources to say, hey, I want to do whatever the hell I want and have so many coins that if I want to hop on stream one day and do 40 icon packs, I can do it. And I can also still later the week do more. That's kind of like the goal that I want to have for us as a community for FIFA 20. I want to be able to do whatever the hell we can do any single day on foot. I want the sky to be the limit in terms of content for us and always being able to do icon packs or whatever it is. Hey, look, it's an old year and pack weight is still bad. What do you know? But I think that's a realistic goal to set. I think for me, what is actually interesting is that me playing so much weekend league at FIFA 20 is actually low-key bringing in guaranteed coins every week. So in a way, all right, I just don't even, what am I doing here, Nick? Just discard the players. In a way, we are just getting a ton of coins because we're getting Elite 1 every week, which is basically 200K at the worst every week. So we've kind of just had that coming in, which is pretty nice to get. Did we not just get a walkout out of any of those packs? Oh my God. I mean, so yeah, I just wanted to go through, guys, and kind of show you guys and compare a little bit of just the road to glories and where we're at. I think the YouTube video comparison is really interesting to see where we were at Black Friday last year and then to see where we are, at this time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, drop a thumbs up. That's all I got for you guys. And I'll see you guys in a video soon. Cheers, boys. I will see you guys. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, it's a 10-match long. All right, guys. See you guys soon. Peace out.